Hey guys, welcome to my channel. How you doing? I hope you're doing fine. So we finally made it to champions and I was really happy. I did it yesterday. I know it's almost more than how many days we have. We have 6 days left and I'm really happy that I reached 58,000. I just want to make a video to share you some gameplays that I had. It was intense and it was crazy, so I just wanted to show you how it was. The deck that I'm using is the first time this season that I'm using this deck, so it's completely new deck for me. You need to learn new counters and it's basically not so easy even if you have max levels. So in one moment in the game I was using a zap. At the end I switched zap for arrows because it was a higher possibility to reach 3 musky decks or to get a lava deck. And yeah, we will see what happened, okay? So I'm gonna show you the last 4 games that I had to reach champions, and all of the last 4 games were 4 straight wins. I did have here a little bit of practice. Big shout out to Joey. Well, let's start. So this was the first game, guys. The first of the 4. It was against Boki. Big monster shout out to Boki. So he was playing graveyard deck with the giant. Graveyard giant, it's not so complicated matchup for us, honestly. We can beat that deck, but you need to be very careful that he's not like surprising you with a graveyard. Usually what I'm trying to do is trying to bait out their spells. He used zap there and practically go slowly to see what he has. Okay, I used Inferno Dragon, he went giant opposite lane, but because he used the barbs I went Mega Knight and counter it with the bats because he used the zap. And of course he needed to deal with that Inferno Dragon, and Inferno Dragon was locked to the tower, and then the Mega Knight jumped, and then he said good game because basically he had a very heavy deck and he couldn't do nothing here to stop it, honestly. And then he missed the arrows, and I decided at this moment of the game I will not rush it because I'm a rusher. I usually rush things and this is why I lose many games. Then I started to just play it safely for defense only, and you can see in this point of time I just tried to play a little bit. So I went with the miner and the goblin game. The Gucci squad was in the house. He was not particularly happy with that decisions, saying good game, well played. Well, I was yeah, this giant graveyards are not complicated matchup. Even if they have graveyard with a freeze, you can guys easily counter it with this deck. The hardest counter for me versus this deck is the deck with Rascal Mortar, honestly. Rascal Mortar deck is really powerful if they know how to use it correctly. And you will have a really hard time to beat that deck. And some combinations with the Golem beatdowns. Golem beatdowns is now pretty in the meta. Here he tried to make a big push with the giant graveyard. He did went with the arrows. I went defensive miner. Hey, when nothing is working, just go with the defensive miner. It's gonna save you everything. Basically everything. I'm gonna share with you guys just 4 last games. So here we played defensively last 18 seconds of the game. He went the final push with the giant graveyard opposite lane. And we said, no to that, mister. You will not do it. And finally, at the end, he said good game. And this was the one of the games we had. So I'm gonna show you how it went. I was so happy. So next game was against lavaloon. As you see here, all of this stuff, I did switch my zap for arrows just to counter them better, you know. Okay, so all of these guys were 20 win players, 6,400. No joking. I'm gonna show you profiles. Okay, Mr. Eric was having a classic, the biggest enemy of me in the past with Pegasus. It's lava. Lava. Don't we all love it? And one of the reasons why we switched, because I do practice with this deck a lot, is the decision was go with the arrows to counter easily 3 musky decks and lavaloon decks. And here when he's going with the lava in the back, you need to force opposite lanes, so he's playing something that he's not making that big final push. So here he really went very aggressive. Mega Knight killed the tower definitely, but we managed to defend, but it was pretty difficult, as you see. No elixir, he didn't have so much, so he was waiting, which was great for us. And I was just waiting to see what's gonna happen, because lavaloon with the lightning, and then he had minion horde and minions. It can be pretty difficult if you have just zap. So this is why I went with the arrows. And here I just started to chip and started to play a little bit slowly. I went with the rascals in the back, he went with the lava, and he made here a big gigantic push, because it's pretty difficult when they do it, you know. He was waiting for me to put something on. I was thinking in this moment, this is why I put the skelly barrel. Sometimes I put skelly barrel to avoid a minion horde, but he didn't went for it. So yep, here we just defended with the bats, but he did overcommitted, so that was pretty good for us. I just went with a chippy damage with my miner. Hey, chippy, it's always good. Who doesn't love a little bit of chip damage on the towers? Then I started to go Mega Knight in the back to force him to play opposite lane. He didn't buy that, so he went just with the loon on the opposite with the minions. Of course he had arrows, perfect arrow value. And here we pretty much use our arrows finally on that minion horde. Hey, positive elixir trade there. And as you see here, I started to play aggressively because it was 20 seconds left. If you play a little bit more aggressive, he can do nothing. And then my decision was just to take 3 crowns here at this point of view. And basically that was it. It's pretty easily countered when you have arrows. Sometimes I do switch it, arrows, zap, arrows. And yeah, this was the game. I love the Valk emote. The Valk is, hey, I beat you. Valk OP. Okay, then I had practice with my coach. Kind of my coach, hey, big monster shout out to Joey. Thank you so much for practicing. And yeah, this deck, it's mortar with the hog. So I can also show you their profiles. They are pretty good. So 6,400, 20 win players. Boki as well. So 6,400, 21 players. It's not easy to play these games, guys. It's my point of view, but hey, you can say it in the comments. What do you think? Let's watch this one. So this one was pretty intense because he had mortar, hog, bait deck. I don't know why he was saying wow, but oops. I was like, oh, please don't have mortar, you know? Because mortar can kill everything in my deck if they know how to pressure you properly, and you can definitely be on 0 elixir. Here he made a big mistake. He went hog and Goblin Gang, the Gucci squad on the bridge. And yeah, we here went with pretty aggressive because that was pretty aggressive by him. Then he went defensive mortar, and basically the Mega Dude was on the hit tower. Look at the Mega Dude dealing some damage points. This is what Mix likes to see. The Mega Dude, the power is awesome. If you don't know, Mega Knight was one of the first decks that I was playing when I started streaming. It was Mega Knight Balloon. Then I switched. I'm always switching something. And here it was a push with the hog and the bats. So we decided like defend with anything you can, basically. So I went with Inferno Dragon and arrows, and then he started to go with his mortars. Recommendation is to go Rascal's opposite lane when they put mortar. I was a little bit panicking here, and my miner was late. So his mortar did lock to my tower, unfortunately, here, and dealt a lot of damage. We tried to stop it, and then he went big push again with the hog. This is a little bit crucial because they can put you on a 0 elixir pretty easily if they start to push you. Push you. But it's manageable to beat it. And then he went another mortar here. And I just started to defend at this moment. I was not even attacking his tower. My decision was to defend as much as I can and to win the game like that, to be more patient, because I'm not patient. When I'm playing ladder, I'm not patient. If you don't know that, that's one of my mistakes, that I'm not patient. There is a lot of Balkan blood in me, so sometimes it's boiling on the extent that you are putting cards like you don't want to put them. And then he went like mortar again, attacking with a hog, and I was like 14 seconds left. Hey, 14 seconds left. We need to definitely defend this. Of course, he had mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the house. And we took the W there. Ooh, I was happy about that one. I'm scared about mortars when I'm playing this deck. Okay, so my last game was against Jason from Spirit Hawk clan. It was against 3 muskies, and as you see, we got just 26 cups from it. And yeah, let's watch this one. It was crazy because the decision was to go with the arrows and really counter him badly. It's just when they pump it up, you need to pressure. That's the point. Pressure and take the pump with a miner. If you don't have miner in the hand, pressure very badly to take the tower down, and basically later you can survive. It's not something, and keep the Mega Knight for the ladies. Here, as you see, he because this deck doesn't have log, he has zap, and you need to bait out the zap. You have arrows for the minion horde and Mega Knight for the ladies. Nothing he could do there. He tried though, and that was my game for reaching the champions, which was pretty cool. I was pretty happy because when I'm playing P.E.K.K.A. deck, this 3M deck is very hard for me to deal. Here I tried to punish the pump. Unfortunately, he went with the Gucci squad. Then I went opposite lane with the barrel. I'm always a little bit more aggressive with the barrels and trying to bait out stuff. So there was a little bit of my mistake to give him a perfect zap value. But here he went with the battle ram. We defended with the rascals. So try to keep rascals for really crucial things. And keep those arrows for the minion hordes because it's the perfect value you can get. Of course, he went here with the ladies. He didn't have the version with the giant, but for the version with the giant, you just need to keep up your Inferno Dragon, and since you have arrows, just wait, and then they usually make a big gigantic push with minion horde and the giant. And here it was pretty nicely GG by me. It was fun. I had like, I think 20 people watching this one live. That was pretty cool. Yeah, big monster shout out to Lisa. Lisa is Lisa spammed every single Discord. Thank you so much. Lisa, you're crazy, you know that. And thank you guys for amazing support and for believing in me. Hey. One of my coaches said that I can reach higher than this, but I usually, when I reach my goal, I stop. And I will stop again. So yeah, this is a big push, and he couldn't defend that one at all. He tried. He put the 3 muskies at the end. It didn't help at all. Look at that, 3M on the mire. We had arrows, so it was a GG. Hey, we were champs, and I was pretty happy because that was the goal for me for this season, because this is a new deck. You need to learn new counters, new struggles, and reaching it like 6 days before the season is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna now focus a little bit more on the playing grand challenges, playing tournaments, and playing my other account. Definitely experimenting with other decks, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hey, you can definitely subscribe to my channel if you already didn't do it, and hit the notification button, and I love you so much. Bye.